Welcome to yet another crystal unboxing video. The shop feature today is one of my regular shops that you usually see when I do these unboxings, and that is True North Crystal. I also wanted to point out, before we get into the crystals and the collection, I purchased this bracelet. I usually don't purchase the jewelry. Like, I usually buy crystals for my crystal collection, not really to wear, but I did purchase this bracelet because it's going to be a gift for someone, and I wanted to speak about that because in case you are interested in, beaded crystal bracelets, because what True North Crystal will do is that they have an array of different beads and gems, and you can request custom bracelets of the material in which they have on hand, and that's what I did. I wanted something that was gold and green because the person that I'm gifting this to, that's their favorite colors, and so they had these sage green moonstone beads, and as you can see, like lovely shimmer, all that, and a very light wispy airy green, and then also these three golden rutile quartz beads. They didn't have many. They just had these three extras, and I was like, that works, that's fine. It makes it, a little bit unique. It's a little bit different in size, but I mean, overall, I think it really looks good, and I can't wait to give this, and I know they're gonna love it because gold green, and it's not dark, it's very light, and I think that they're going to like that. But I just wanted to point that out in case that interests you. Yeah, they do custom bracelets, and they get your measurements, whatever, your wrist size, and yeah, if you want to pick something out that they have, or just ask them to do intuitive beads, and they will create something uniquely for you. So yeah, but other than that, let's just get right on to the next. All right, so this crystal is something I have a lot of in various forms and colors, and that would be this Rainbow Fluorite Small Tower. Rainbow is just a trade name, associated usually with green and purple carved fluorites. It's usually not uniformed in layers, but more blended and abstract, without pattern. When carved fluorite does have various colored layers structured on top of each other in layers, kind of the thing, right? In a variety of, colors, that's usually referred to as candy fluorite. The colors are usually pale as well, and very translucent, or transparent even. But again, this is just a trade name. A trade name is made up usually by wholesalers trying to help sell a product by making it sound pretty or sometimes tasty. You'll notice a lot of trade names are food-based. Point is, it's not a scientific or official name. It's a marketing term. And rainbow fluorite is probably the most recognizable type of carved fluorite. In the case of this tower, although it fits the label of what's referred to as rainbow, the green here is much more brighter, more likened to a lime green, rather than the sort of usual, typical forest green you see. And it's that sort of really caught my eye, and why I decided to pick it up and purchase it, just because that unique green color. Then next, I unwrapped this morganite with lepidolite and pink tourmaline growth specimen. This will be my first piece of morganite, and although not high quality, not really gemmy, it has not only lepidolite growth, but well-defined, good quality pink tourmaline growth. Plus the price was great. I don't want to say it was cheap, because the word cheap is associated with crappy quality, which isn't the case. Regular quality isn't a cheap quality, and the morganite quality is just, regular. However, it was really worth the price, let's just say. Add that with the pink tourmaline, it was a steal. Because pink tourmaline isn't a common color like black tourmaline or dark green tourmaline. When it comes to the morganite, it is a variety of pink beryl that's found all over the world. But in terms of this particular piece, it had come out from Mozambique, Africa. So, yeah. Moving on, I have here this ocean jasper with clear green druzy medium sphere. So I've got two small ocean jasper towers, but I just really liked the look of this sphere with its beautiful deep greens and very prominent orbs. I just had to grab it when I saw it. Now, usually I have to explain pieces that I've purchased that are defined as usually a type of jasper being mislabeled as jasper to try to make a stone more enticing to consumers for them to buy. And that's in the case, for example, Kambaba, which is not a jasper, Bumblebee, not a jasper, Leopardite or Leopard jasper is not a jasper, K2 not a jasper, Kiwi is not a jasper, Dalmatian's not a jasper, and so on and so on. It just doesn't end there. There's more. But most of the time, it's actually, yeah, when I speak about those stones, with the ones that are mislabeled jasper, what they usually are is a type of rhyolite, which is an igneous rock, whereas actual jasper is an opaque microcrystalline, which is a type of quartz, not a rhyolite, not an igneous rock. But as for ocean jasper, it is actually labeled correctly. Ocean jasper is an opaque microcrystalline, which is what jasper essentially is. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of explain that. And yeah, it's just beautiful. This one definitely just so gorgeous. Then up next is this really gorgeous Fire Golden Healer Quartz Small Freeform. Now, what makes a quartz fire or golden healer simply is inclusions that creates streaks of red in the case of fire quartz and yellow streaks in the case of golden healer. This quartz freeform is both. I have a few pieces of fire quartz, but none of golden healer. Well, that was the case because now I have 2 in 1. And the clarity of this quartz is absolutely chef's kiss. Now, next is this Tiger Iron Medium Sphere, which is not to be confused with just Tiger's Eye, which is a material that partly makes up Tiger Iron, alongside hematite and red jasper. So essentially, it's a banded ironstone rock that comes out of Western Australia, and only out of Western Australia. That's where it is found. So I just love it. It's quite heavy, actually, because of it being sort of based upon sedimentary iron deposits. All right, so we're now at the last piece here with this bladed calcite with pyrite growth specimen. Calcite is widely available all around the world and comes in a vast array of shapes, sizes, and colors. One interesting shape, which was previously absent in my personal collection, is this shape of bladed calcite. These blades, when bunched up together like this, resembles petals of flowers, if you want to use your imagination. It's very whimsical, a whimsical feel or vibe. And yeah, especially with this scattering of pyrite growth, as if someone sprinkled glitter onto a white bouquet of flowers. So yeah, I'm just really happy with this specimen. And so yeah, that covers everything that was in my crystal box. If any of these pieces tickled your fancy in any way, and you just might be interested in possibly purchasing crystals from the shop I purchased these crystals at, it's True North Crystal. The shop will be linked in the description below. And I have one more video I'll be posting before I go on holidays. I'll be doing that soon. It's not going to be a long video. It's the UV reaction video. I won't be explaining all the different minerals in detail or anything. I'm just going to quickly show you which ones react and their names. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything I have here for you today. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.